Who the heck is it? Well, hello there! Come on in! Hey, what are you doing driving the bus?
This is just where I mostly sit. It's the most comfortable
lovely.
spot.
Yeah. Well, hello. I'm Josh.
I'm Paul.
We play guitars in the band Silverstein. And this
This is where we live.
This is our bus.
All
This
the
is our
time.
home.
Even when we're not on tour, actually.
Yep, they never let us out of here.
Gun for a second. We're going to be on lots of tours this year. We're going to be on lots of tours. So many tours, they're not going to be able to keep us off the road. That's because we've got a record that just came out, Antibloom. Antibloom for some. I say it Antibloom. You can say it Antibloom. It's totally up to you. There's another record that's going to be coming out. What's that one called?
Pink Moon!
That one's called Pink Moon. It's kind of a companion piece. So, but it's going to be sick. It's going to be fucking sick. You can bleep that, but I just want to emphasize. Anyway, come on in because as you can see, you might be thinking, wow, it's such a mess in here, and it's not always like this. It's actually usually much worse. So
much worse.
yeah, this is why don't I start by here? This is a pizza box we've been keeping around for some time.
Doubles as a cutting board. I was actually just chopping up some ginger and lemon, making a little tea before you came. We're at that point where, starting to get a little run down, a little sick, so you gotta boost your immunity any way you can.
Some do it with tea, some do it with pizza. Those are the two ways that at least I know.
Yep. Speaking of tea, actually, we have an Englishman on tour with us, so there's a bit of a battle between tea and coffee in the morning, and there's only one set of plugs, so our grinder and brewer here get the priority, but he's always trying to unplug one of them to get his little cuppa in the morning. Yeah.
We are a bus full of coffee snobs, so we've got the fellow machine here. This is the brand new. It's actually hot because it's just. Why don't we just do that? So yeah, this is our brand new beast. We love it a lot. We had the Mocha Master for years. It finally kicked. So this is brand new setup. Jake, our front of house guy, is the czar of coffee. This is app connected and it only goes to his phone. So every time we brew a pot, he knows about it. So we love that. Yeah, we got the Baratza Encore here. Old workhorses. We've gone through 3 of these over the last decade or so. It gets a lot of work. We're probably like would you say 4 a day?
At least.
At least 4 pots a day.
These freaky dogs be brewing up coffee beans all hours of the day. I see our content guy loading, pouring a cup of coffee sometimes at midnight. It's really a wild way to live.
Bean wise, why don't you just come up? Let's have a look at this. This is pretty low stock for us at the moment. But we got the scale going, so you got to make sure it's 82.5 grams. But you got to make sure that's what you got going. We rep a lot of Onyx. We love Onyx in here. What else we got going? We got some local Chicago metric happening. I don't even know what this is, Manhattan. But yeah, basically everyone is responsible for picking up beans that they be liking.
Visit a lot of coffee shops on the road, so every day you find a good one, you pick up some beans, bring them back to the bus so the boys can brew it up.
Yeah. So that's coffee for us. We got some other methods too, probably. I think there's a Kalita up here somewhere. Yeah.
A little pour over.
Got a Kalita, just in case you're one of those people. What's in here? Nothing. Cups and stuff. This one's honey and chips and electrolytes.
Yes, that's how we sustain ourselves. We pretty much just eat chips, honey, and electrolytes.
You don't know about these though? Straight up. The stats on these, crazy. If you eat this whole bag, which I recommend, I actually did last night, a different bag, that's 67 grams of protein just for eating chips. Messed up. If
they could give us free Quest protein chips for life.
Yeah, that's my request.
That would be my request.
Yes. Let's, I can show, here's a little hack with our TV. It's not in there very good, so you gotta do one of these. Bang, now we're level. Doesn't make a big difference, but if you're a perfectionist, you want that nice and square. Gaming, we don't do a lot of gaming. We do have a switch dock there, and that's I believe an adapter for a Steam Deck. That's Loadin, our content guy. We do like Mario Golf when we play as a group. That's our preferred game. But we haven't been doing it so much. Movies, we are watching.
They're on. Right now we're watching Harrison Ford and Tommy Lee Jones in The Fugitive. That's fantastic.
One-armed guy.
One-armed Mayon.
Never seen it. Just have learned about it right now. We did watch The Town this morning. I feel like our bus driver just puts the, stuff on when he leaves the bus, and so I wake up and there's just a movie on.
And then sometimes you sit and drink your coffee, you get kind of sucked in. You watch a bit of a movie.
Sucked in while you suck back.
That's what happens.
That's what we say. That's a Silverstein morning.
You gotta go.
Then you gotta go.
And then you gotta go.
We don't all have drawers, but I have a drawer. This one's my drawer. It's in the least convenient spot because everyone likes to sit right there. But let's have a look at what's in here. We got some toiletries, various hats, big bottle of mouthwash, some gummies. We like gummies. That's a men's multi, and this is super gummies of greens. Because sometimes it's hard to get your veggies in, you know? I got a bottle of wine, obviously. There's a switch that should go in there. A vest I haven't worn. Virginia Diner peanuts. Those are good. I'm bringing those home. Oh, I got some chili crush from one of my favorite restaurants in all of the world, Ticonderoga Club in Atlanta. Oh, I got a sticker from the same place. We choose hospitality. Yes, they do. I really recommend it if you're in Atlanta. Don't blow up the spot, but like, it's good. So that's my drawer. You got anything fun?
I got a drawer, but it's just shoes. Okay, I lied. There's also boots involved. And a scarf for those chilly days.
Your drawer's not as deep as my drawer.
It's a kind of a shit drawer, but it's the drawer I have, so I'm working with it. And it is a place to keep my things.
The table, this is where you'll find Loden, the content person, who we are talking about a lot in this video so far. He dominates the bus. This is Loden's bus. We're all just lucky to be on it. But yeah, he's sitting here doing his video editing and his Taco Bell eating. That's mostly it. We actually did just get into poker, so we got some chips. This is fine for poker for like 3 people maximum, but when it's a larger game, we actually bring out a guitar case and make a little table in this alleyway. And then we can sit here, place our bets, lose our money. Well, I'm generally winning the money, but I think that's more or less the front lounge, you know? It does slide out. It is not slid out today. I'm sure you get a lot of slide outs on the channel. I think because of the chance for precipitation.
Gotta leave it in.
Cannot slide it out, because what if it doesn't come back?
A little mechanical failure in that department would really mess up our schedule.
It would ruin the tour.
It would ruin the tour. Yes, we do have a refrigerator. It's important to keep food cold because it's more enjoyable cold. I never eat hot food, only cold food. And this is the perfect appliance for that scenario. You'll see there's a lot of sauces because we mostly eat sauce foods. Occasionally we will bulk it up with like a little yogurt or some banana. Perhaps deli meats, but mostly sauces because it prevents the need for chewing. And we are all old as hell, and hate chewing. Never developed a taste for chewing. On that note, we also have a little beverage cooler here in the countertop that you can see is chock full of delicious liquid Aloha. That's right, folks. Kona Big Wave. The beer of here. There is a freezer as well. I have never looked in here before. So this will be a first time for all of us. If there's a severed head, I'm going to be very upset.
I'm actually pretty excited.
Okay, here we go. Cracking the freezer.
There's nothing here.
There is some ice cream, and now that I know that...
There's a single Uncrustable. Okay, I've never actually handled an Uncrustable before. It's in the freezer. They don't get, like, hard?
Through the miracles of science, an Uncrustable in the freezer does not get hard.
I'm just saying, I'm not sure you want to put something in your, like, that doesn't seem like you want to eat
It's ready
that.
to pop in the toaster and become a delicious toasted little...
How does it not freeze?
Jam snack. Jam snack.
This is not what you want to eat. Like, do not eat this. That better.
And that, folks, is the whole enchilada.
That's it. And then, yeah, there's a microwave, of course. And I think that if we turned it on right now, it would pop the power.
Oh, no, we can't use it now. The generator is on, so
use
the microwave can...
Let's go have a look at the generator. Actually, it's the most exciting part of the... I'm just kidding. No one wants to see that.
No, it's just a little engine that lives beneath us and hums us to sleep every night.
Yeah. Oh, our toilet brush?
That is not actually a toilet brush, Paul, and I hope you have not been using it as such because I use it to clean my bottle.
No promises.
Okay. There is a little bit of foliage here, some greenery. I regret to inform you it is plastic, although that low maintenance nature, I think, is what keeps it so green because to care for real plants would be a chore. We can barely take care of ourselves.
That is true. And it also did come with the bus. We did not purchase them.
That's true.
This is the best mug. I don't know how street legal that is. That also, whose mug is that? Is loaded in our content guy's mug. Man, this guy just owns the bus. It's crazy.
Really
this one's Larry's, as you can see.
This one is mine, and it doesn't say anything, but I know that it's mine because Larry's is the same, but it says Larry.
That's right. We got. I actually have not really looked at this one. We've got a Nintendo. We got Mario through the years.
Through the years.
Is it not quite a 25th anniversary mug? This is. This screams Larry to me as well. A Naruto mug. It's got to be Larry's. I don't know why Larry gets 2 mugs, but so that's fine. Nothing else good in here except for more ginger, which. You
have a lot of ginger.
We'll get to that.
Lemon. Manuka honey is a thing that we've really embraced. We have a little squeezy boy here, but then we also have like some medicinal grade Manuka honey.
Weapons grade.
And then, yeah, I don't know. I don't know which is the best one, but we've been eating it because we hear it will make us invincible to bullets.
Hasn't worked so far. You want to use the bathroom? No problem.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just number ones only, though, okay?
You know the rules.
You know the rules. Yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. You can do a number one in here, and it will flush down, no problem. If you try and do anything more than a number one, you might have a bit of a mess on your hands.
Okay, not even a 1.5. Not even a 1.5. Never a 1.5. Definitely no number 3s.
No number 3s, that's for sure. If you number 5 this thing,
that's the end of the tour.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so no toilet paper down it if you're gonna use it. It goes in the waste bin there.
It's gotta be the worst thing to film of all time.
Yeah, it's
Let's look at more stuff in there.
Okay. One of the best things about it is the lights do dim in there, so when you come up in the middle of the night.
Fun fact, I believe they're the only lights on the bus.
The only lights that dim.
Not sure why, but here's Bunks.
These are the bunks. This is where, as some might say, the magic happens, if what you call magic is sleeping and farting at the same time.
Yep. We can look at Bill's in his bunk. We can visit him.
Bill is in his bunk. When did Bill turn into a big blue guy? A bit of a Care Bear.
That's a big blue guy.
Wow.
Billy won him at Dave & Buster's.
Yeah, he was the biggest buster that night.
He was too. He's really good at the claw game. And to the victor go the spoils, you know? Typical Dave & Buster's fashion.
Yeah.
We've got 11 people on a 12-bunk bus, so it's a little tight. This one's just for bags, and even though it's not full, we still decide to put most of our bags in the back lounge to make it completely unusable for anything else.
You can kind of perch on the edge of the couch if you rest on the bags.
One person.
One person.
Yeah. There's a great occupant to television ratio back here. As you can see, there's a TV on the wall there and one on the wall behind me here. So when you're inevitably forced into some contorted position, whatever way your head falls is, you know, you're probably looking at a TV, which is good.
I like to work on my peripheral vision by watching them both.
Can you do that?
Well, no, but that's why I'm working on it.
You should cross the other way.
Well, I guess I could.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's hard, but these TVs present the opportunity.
Indeed they do.
Indeed they do.
Apart from that, we got closets. They're probably full of stuff, too.
Yeah.
Not that full.
Not that full.
Here's a brick we got.
We did get a brick.
We got a brick from the Paramount in Huntington, New York, on Long Island. A brick. We just need to sell it out like, what, 5,000 more times. We can build like a shed.
Really
we can build our own venue.
Aha.
This one, can't really open it. Yeah, that's
a little more stuff in there.
Bill's closet there. We like that.
Got some treats.
We got some guitars.
A couple guitars.
This thing's going
ample
great.
baggage.
Let's just give that a turn off. Why don't you? There we go. A fun thing about bus life, which you may not know, is that there's like a thermostat everywhere. So there's one, you know, there's a fan or heating unit or whatever you call it here. And there's one in the bunk, and then there's one in the front. And if you leave all these doors open, they just fight with each other constantly. So the temperature never equalizes. Some of them blow hot sometimes, some of them are blowing cold. They cannot figure it out. It's extremely uncomfortable. As you see, actually my bunk's up here. There's its foot, but I've had to tape this because it can't figure out what temperature it wants to spit directly into my bunk. So I've just said, you know what? I'm not doing climate control. We're just going au naturel. Whatever temperature is in the bunk, it ambiently will remain so. All right, well, thanks for looking at our bus. We've been on tour for 25 years, and we're going to be on tour for 25 more. So why don't you just get on the internet, type Silverstein, my town, whatever your town is, when?
On a search engine.
Vroom, vroom.
And it'll take you to probably the website that has tickets.
Then you buy those tickets, come to the show. We'll be there in a bus just like this one, maybe this exact one.
We got new albums, Antibloom, Pink Moon.
And probably, you know, depending on when you're watching this, maybe even more new ones. If you're watching this like in 2029, there's probably even more stuff. But one thing remains.
Silverstein.
That's right. Just wanted one quick second here to shout out our boy Dan. Dan's our driver, and he's the best. Dan, if you watch this, we love you and we love your bus. That's good for me. Doesn't work when the bus is off, I guess.